Problem solving, working our way backwards. First thing we're going to do is read the problem and do our RDW process. Read, draw, write. Natalie finished listening to music at 4:30 p.m. She had listened to a CD that lasted 40 minutes. She spent 15 minutes listening to radio music after the CD finished. Then she listened to another CD for 45 minutes. At what time did Natalie start listening to music? What do we need to underline? The question. What do we need to bracket? Important information. And what do we need to circle? Keywords and verbs. Any verbs that might help us solve. Question. At what time did Natalie start listening to music? Start. What time did she start? Natalie finished listening to music at 4:30 p.m. She had listened to a CD that lasted 40 minutes. She spent 15 minutes listening to radio music after the CD finished. Then she started I'm having a hard time here. Then she listened to another CD for 45 minutes. At what time did Natalie start listening to music? I'm going to use the number line method. And we know that she finished reading at 4:30 p.m. So I'm going to go all the way down to the end of my number line here. And that is 4:30 p.m. And I think I'm going to do half an hour increments because it's really easy to work with time in half an hour. Or maybe I should work with 15 minutes because that's not too hard either. But I think listed the big ones, let's just do every half an hour. So if I go half an hour before 4:30, that gets me to 4 o'clock p.m. Half an hour before that gets me to 3:30 p.m. Half an hour before that, 3 o'clock p.m. Half an hour before that, 2:30 p.m. We'll see if that's far enough for now. I haven't done the problem yet, so I don't even know. So we've got our number line here. We know she finished. I'm going to mark that on my number line. She finished listening to music at 4:30. So let's go through all of these and figure out what is the last one she did. I need to go reread it because I really don't remember. She had listened to a CD that lasted 40 minutes. She spent 15 minutes listening to radio music after the CD finished. Then she listened to another CD for 45 minutes. So it looks like if we want to keep this accurate, we work our way completely backwards. But the reality is, do we have to have those in order? Probably not. Because really, we just care about how much time elapsed, how much time it is between all of them. But let's try to keep it as accurate as possible. So the last thing she did was listening to a CD for 45 minutes. So if I'm at my 4:30, I need to go backwards in time by 45 minutes. If I go half an hour, I'm now at 4 o'clock. How many more minutes do I need to go for 45? I just need to go 15 more. And that's right in the middle here. So I'm down back to 3:45 now. So that's 15 minutes. So we've taken care of that. I put a little check next to it so I don't get confused. Before that, she spent 15 minutes listening to radio music. So here's where we're at. 15 minutes for radio music. Okay, done with that, put a check. And she listened to a CD for 40 minutes. So to go from 3:30 to 3, that's easy. That's 30 minutes. And we need to get to a total of 40 minutes. So how many more minutes do we need to go? We only need to go 10 more minutes. So what would 10 more minutes be before 3 o'clock? Looking at our clock. I should have one, but I don't. Here's my 12 o'clock. So here's my, it's at my 3 o'clock time. And what would 10 minutes be before that? 5:10. This is 9, that's 10. So if that minute hand was pointing there, and this hour hand goes a little before the 3 o'clock, that is 2:50 p.m. So back to the question, at what time did Natalie start listening to music? Natalie started listening to music at 2:50 p.m.